Hey there! In this video, I'm going to tell you about one of the creepiest and most mysterious unsolved cases in American history, the story of the Black Dahlia, or Elizabeth Short, a young woman whose tragic fate turned her life into a haunting crime story. So, let's dive right into it. Elizabeth Short, who later became known as the Black Dahlia, was born on July 29, 1924. She was a young woman with big dreams of becoming an actress in Hollywood, just like so many others back then. But unlike her dreams, she mostly lived broke and homeless, often crashing at friends' places whenever she could. Here's where it gets seriously dark. On the morning of January 15, 1947, in a quiet neighborhood in Los Angeles, Elizabeth's body was discovered. Her body was found completely cut in half, precisely sliced into two pieces, with absolutely no blood at the crime scene. It was as if someone had cleaned her up and then just placed her there for people to find. Her face, imagine this, had been cut from the sides of her mouth all the way to her ears, giving her a chilling smile known as the Glasgow smile. The entire scene looked like the killer wanted it to be a horrifying display. The LAPD quickly jumped on the case, starting a thorough investigation, but they couldn't find any fingerprints. Then, a few days later, the killer sent a mysterious package to a local newspaper. Inside, there were Elizabeth's ID cards and personal belongings, but everything had been washed with gasoline to erase any prints. This move made the whole case even more puzzling and sinister. The police went through as many suspects as they could. Hundreds of people were questioned, but none could give the police the breakthrough they needed. One of the prime suspects was a wealthy doctor named George Hodel. He was a surgeon with the exact kind of skill needed to pull off a crime like this. Years later, his own son, Steve Hodel, wrote a book claiming his father was indeed the killer. But still, there was no solid evidence to prove it. Many believe this crime was the work of a serial killer, as it had similarities to other murders that happened around that time. But the police could never find a direct connection between Elizabeth's murder and other crimes. Some say that in the dark underbelly of 1940s Los Angeles, Elizabeth might have met some dangerous people, and that led to her tragic end. Now, all these years later, the case remains open and unsolved. The Black Dahlia has become a true crime legend, a dark story that lives on in movies, books, and stories. Elizabeth Short's life became hauntingly linked to her death, and this big mystery is still one of the most chilling unsolved crimes out there. If you enjoyed this intriguing and complex case, please give this video a like to support us. For more unsolved mysteries and police cases, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, so you won't miss any of our upcoming stories. Stay tuned for more.